There's a lot of things going around the world, and one of them is men and women forsaking their soul to gain the whole world. One main thing that catches my attention is that they all have one thing in common. That's in Mark 38:8, if I'm not mistaken. What does it profit a man to gain the whole entire world but lose its soul? And the compilation of videos that I'm about to show you, it tells you exactly from your favorite actors what they think, what they say, and how they believe that all this is a game, but there is a big agenda behind it. Let's dive right into the video. But before we do that, please like and subscribe. It will help the channel tremendously. I thank you guys for your support. Let's hop in the video.
Has anyone here ever actually been to hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone?
Of course, yeah.
What's it like?
Well, hell's terrible, Jimmy. It really is. There's gluten everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
they have bowls of Advil instead of M&Ms.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they have dial-up internet.
It's awful.
Oh, no. Wow, that is terrible. But if it's so bad, why did you all go there?
Well, Jimmy, hell is where our agents make our deals with the devil.
Oh, that explains that.
I sold my...
They're being straightforward with you about this agenda. They're letting you know exactly what happens. And even though people clap and sing and think it's a joke, there's actually contracts prohibit you from speaking about Jesus, speaking about the Bible, the only religion that you cannot speak about in Hollywood. Doesn't that tell you something? Let's keep watching.
Sold to the devil. This is the first time I'm wearing a long dress, so soak it in, America. I sold my soul to the devil. A really weird mental state lately.
You've been in a weird mental state?
Yeah, I keep finding these bites all over my body.
What?
Like that one, and I don't know where they're coming from. So
You actually do have a bite there.
I spend most of my days wondering where these...
Well, have you been to a doctor? I mean, maybe you should get these checked.
No. I think it's a spiritual problem more than anything.
In what way is it a spiritual problem?
Well, I don't know. I feel like if it's not a physical thing, it's like a evil manifestation of spirits that are karmic related. I don't know.
On behalf of Amy, I'd like to thank the devil and all the dark lords who
Don't do the devil stuff.
gave her this award,
The devil stuff.
allowed her to feast on the flesh of the enemy.
Listen to some of the preparations that these actors have to go through to really get in character. And when you're looking at the movie, you feel that you're actually looking at the entity itself, right? They have to go to these rituals and put rocks and crystals and do these sort of prayers and well, it's a lot. But watch this.
Before I started work, I went over to Christ Cathedral and I sat by his grave and I prayed a rosary with him. I sat down and I prayed with him. The space just to his right is empty, so I got to sit down or lie. At one point I even lied down because I just thought it would be kind of interesting to try to connect in some way. That's probably more information than you need or may even want to publish. But that said, it's the truth. And so I finished praying with him and I said, Lonnie, I want to honor you with this film, and I really want to bring justice and the testament to the gifts of God's grace and powers that you displayed while you were on this earth. And so if this is a good idea that I do this film, have somebody give me a sign. Give me a sign, have God give me a sign. And the minute the words left my mouth, behind me there was a door open to the cathedral, and this giant chord rang out for about 5 seconds. And then
From the organ.
From the organ.
Wow.
I hadn't heard it before.
And that's the very organ that used to be there when it was it's the same organ that when it
Really?
was the Crystal Cathedral. It was sent out and refurbished and whatnot, but it's the same one.
So I heard that and I was like, okay, thanks for that.
It was a particularly profound moment where I went to Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is where Desmond eventually retired and passed away. And I went onto his old property and went into his old woodshed and handled his tools and walked around the lake that he would walk around. And it was, I spent a day there just kind of praying and asking, like, just guide me through this. If you can hear me, tell me what to do, tell me how to move, tell me how to speak, tell me how to behave, and I'll do whatever you say. So that there was a strange, mysterious spirituality going on around the.
But listen to what God says in Deuteronomy 18:10-12. God prohibits sorcery, witchcraft, and divination, spells, and seeking the dead, calling them detestable. But also in Leviticus 19:31, listen to what it says. Do not turn to mediums or seek out the spirits, for you will be defiled with them. And that's exactly what these actors and musicians are doing. They are seeking a higher power that can give them the talent or the concentration or the skill, right, to perform this song or to perform this act, just to gain a check, just to get fame. But what do? They defile themselves, right? They start losing themselves in this industry that is only pulling out the spiritual aspect of you and entering something that does not belong in the first place with you. That's why Kanye West said the following at one of his concerts. Check this out.
Using us to show off, to show God is better than the devil. The devil took all the producers, the musicians, the designers, moved us all out to Hollywood, moved us all out to New York, chasing gold statues. Literally signing a contract and selling our souls. They got contracts out there that say you can't say Jesus.
Lastly, listen to what Matthew 6:23 says. But if thine eyes be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Right? We have to be careful what we watch. We gotta be careful what we pay attention. And with that being said, guys, you have to be careful. I pray that you guys can open your eyes and understand that not everything you watch is good for the soul. Not everything you hear is good for the soul, but it can compromise your relationship with Christ because it can open doors to things that are not supposed to be in your life, especially demonic influence. Be careful. Be praying. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.